Are you trying to get him in the grill game or what?
For sure, man. We need to set up a jewelry store in Lawrence.
Yeah, let's get it, man. I just need my own
Coming soon.
We're going to set it off with the turn grill first, and then we go from there.
Definitely. You think I'm fucking up by not wearing jewelry?
No, I mean, everybody got their own style. You know what I'm saying?
It would improve my life, though. I feel like, in a way, wearing jewelry like makes people pay so much more attention to you that it's kind of like a better decision to do it.
I'll say this, you know, of course you got people that love you and you got people that hate you. So you putting jewelry on, that kind of incite them to maybe make a move with this and that. Don't mean it's going to work out in their favor, but still it kind of sometimes it might attract them because they just waiting for something to throw them off the edge to give them that encouragement to try. But I would say this too, having a jewelry store, I've seen a lot of people come in there and they Clark Kent. They put on that jewelry and then they Superman. And it brings out something different in certain people. And when I seen people when they lose it for whatever reason, financially go broke, go to jail, you know, whatever, actually lose it, you know what I'm saying, with their jewelry, whatever, get robbed, whatever. However they lose their jewelry, they come back in there, it's Clark Kent. Then all of a sudden they get their jewelry game back up, then they Superman. So some people, the jewelry really do bring something out of them or make them feel a certain way to put their chest out, to feel, maybe give them the confidence they need, you know what I'm saying? But just if it's you, get out, man. You know, I used to be a lot more into jewelry in my younger days. As I got older, it's like, man, I done had 1,000 chains. So it's like, man, sometimes I do get inspired to, man, you know what, I got a new idea, something I never seen somebody do. That's the only time I really get inspired on any type of jewelry to personally wear is if it's something I haven't seen somebody else do. But other than that, it's like, man, shit, I personally, man, I got 1,000 grills, 1,000 chains. You know, it's like, man, I only wear, I don't even care no more. I got to have Johnny tell me, hey, man, put on a couple chains. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man, shit.
Are you ever selling somebody some jewelry and thinking like, damn, this dude's a bitch. Somebody's gonna take this shit. Like this shit is gonna be gone.
It's funny because something, you know, when you're friends with the robber and the victim, it's kind of it puts yourself in a weird position, and then people always come trying to sell me some stolen jewelry too. It's like, look, man, I don't want to get in the middle of none of this, man.
You ever had the cops show up being like,
all the time, man. Yeah, all the time at the jewelry store. So if we do have people come sell us jewelry, but when you sell it, you got to give your license, all this. It's like, you know, we really got to get your information. And even then, sometimes, you know, you kind of run it and see if it's something like a Rolex, they're like, you know, you can check to see if it's one stolen or if it's some things like that. If it's really high end jewelry, you know, you're gonna check because if it comes out that we bought it from somebody stolen and the police find out, oh, that's stolen, it's now evidence, we lose our money. We fucked. So we got to do our due diligence to make sure that this ain't stolen. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's some real shit because my Uncle Nelson got murdered, right? He got murdered. My father's little brother, he got stabbed to death. And the person who stabbed him took his chain and they went to the pawn shop and they pawned it. It's like, bro, come on, there's cameras in there. So that's how they caught his murder.
Wow.
Yeah.
He you know, he waited in the house, dude came in, stabbed him to death, whatever, and then he pawned the chain. And so it's just so crazy. It's like, bro, that's wild. Like,
sad.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace to my Uncle Nelson, yeah, but it's just, I'm saying that's how deep it is. Like where he was saying there's serial numbers behind stuff, there's cameras, you gotta give you a license to sell the stuff. So it's kind of like weird. I wonder, like, when people, you know, rob these big items, it's like, where do you sell it? You sell it on the black market, on the streets?
I mean, there's been a bunch of high profile cases in Beverly Hills where people would be coming through to like high end restaurants and just putting a gun to somebody and taking their like $250,000 watch off their wrist.
But where do you sell it is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
If my uncle had a little $500 chain on,
right,
and the dude got caught, where you selling a $250,000 Patek?
Because I mean, if you wait a couple years, maybe the heat is off, but also, like, if there's a $250,000 watch, there's probably not that many of them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So there got to be serial numbers.
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be easy to get rid of it. And the person who's going to do that, what are the chances that they're going to wait a couple years to do something?
They're obviously desperate if they're pulling out guns in the store.
This remind me of...
I'm sure you've seen it all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This remind me, though, back in the days, you know, the swangers, the Texan Wild Wheels, the 84s we ride on, back in the days when there was, before Texan Wild was a wheel company that came and basically modernized the 84 rims we ride on. So they make them bigger, longer, more sturdier, you know, so out of Texan Wild Wheel. But before Texan Wild Wheel, the wheels were made by Krager. and they would come apart. You know, they would clack. They, you know, there was only a few certain sets. It was a limited amount of sets of wheels that were made, and you know, people would get robbed for them or jacked for them. So it'd be very hard to buy them. So to even find something to buy was tough. So you find them, you buy them, and then you find out, oh, they stole them from somebody else, and you buy somebody's stolen rims. Shit. So you know, we even back then when we buying foes, we had to do our due diligence to make sure these hoes wasn't stolen. Because if we all of a sudden we pull out on foes, they're like, well, where you get them from? Because everybody know there's only, you know, 30 sets of swingers around, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same way with the jury, man. Shit, you got to do your due diligence.
Yeah, we live in a high-tech world, that's for sure. Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you so much.